How is it going, everyone? Today I'm going to compare two sets of wet-based color pencils. One set being one of the best color pencils of all time, and the other one, I barely know the qualities, at least at this moment. For this episode of expensive versus cheap color pencils, and I'm going to break down between the quality and the cost point of these two sets of color pencils, and let you decide which one is more worth your money. Some reviews even say that color pencils are very close to Prisma Premier. And here I am putting color pencils against Prisma Premier color pencils to see if they are the same. First, let's take a look at Prisma Premier Color. I went to the website. The count started from the very basic color, which is the 12 set, and then the highest one with the 150 packs. And based on Amazon price, it cost about $150 for the 150 set, which also means that it costs about $1 per piece. Next, come to this color website. The set start with from the lowest 72 until the highest one, which is 520 colors. The one that I got is this 132 sets, which cost me about $30, and it costs about 23 cents per piece. And today we come to the most important part of today's testing. This is going to be the best challenge that I have ever done on this. This will be the Catwoman drawings with the Prisma on the left hand side. And let's start it out with Prisma Color first. I will be showing no mercy to these two sets. And I want to see how far can I push these two sets to the limits. For this test, I have chosen a dramatic colors on this Catwoman. Actually, I don't have to talk much about Prisma colors. They are so strong in the market, and some of the top artists, they're using them for all their coloring process. Why they are so good, I think, is because of the quality. And because they are creamy and chalky at the same time, it makes blending so well and so easy for maybe beginner artists. Okay, which means that if something that is buttery and creamier, it makes sitting onto the paper very well. It will not glide onto the paper when you apply pressure on it. Of course, when you're talking about the core, which is so soft and buttery, which means that you need to sharpen more often to get it sharp. And this process of sharpening will make the shelf life of the color pencils shorter. But sometimes I'm also quite lazy to sharpen them. And I can say that right now because I'm using two colors for the color intersection, and I can say that it's a very cool experience to work with these professional color pencils. And since this is the Catwoman that I'm drawing, the main color scheme of this portrait is black. Of course, you can use a single color black to color her suit. Normally, I don't work with single color because I feel that single color may not be able to tell the full story of the color that you want to present to the viewers. So instead of using the single color as black, I will use another color which is like indigo. And right now I'm trying to observe the coverage of Prisma Premier, and I can see that they are really very nice to work on the coverage to make it all the white becomes black. The proper way of coloring of using color pencil is always to start with a very thin layer, and then you slowly start to burnish the colors in. So right now we're moving on to the portion of skin tone. As this portrait is not those like normal portrait, the skin tone colors, I'll be using a more dramatic colors. And I try to put in a bit more bold color in. And until this stage, I feel that Prisma Premier colors never disappoint. This portrait is a study of reflection, lightings, shadows, and highlights. Because most of my drawings are based on estimations, sometimes I feel that my portraits can be a little bit off, but because I'm using these quality color pencils, it helps my portraits to push to the next level. And sometimes trusting your process is more than anything else. And notice that sometimes for Prisma colors, there are some crumbs coming out from the pigment, and then if you're not careful, then it will start to stain the paper. Some colors are hard to erase as well. And the solution to this is to use a white gel pen to go over all those arrows. Let's talk a little bit more about on the price point. I bought this for about 2 years ago, and I think during the time that I bought, I think it's $20 cheaper. And the price has gone crazy so much. And some retail store, they're selling as high as $200 plus to $300. And because of this, it may put off to some people who really like to draw or do colorings, like aspiring artists. And by the way, they do sell individual open stocks. They're selling over on Amazon. It's like $13 or $14 per piece. I mean, who will buy them? And that is one of the reasons of this creation of this video, to find out is there a cheaper set that is similar to Prisma Premier. And finally, I have completed on the Prisma side. What do you think? Do you like it? Next is Kalour is going to perform. And in order to see the final result, I have drawn a line in between so that you will see the difference later on. And right now I'm using the black colors from Kalour to do some drafting. Okay, let's begin. I have done some selection of the colors from this set and try to match it against Prisma so that I will have some kind of a symmetry colors. Right at this point, I feel that they are still okay to work with. They are chalky. And remember my last video, I say that they may not as creamy as Prisma, and I am quite right. Right now it's critical because I'm working on the black, and I see if I can achieve the same result and coverage as compared to Prisma. This is my honest view, and I feel that the blending, they are quite smooth and they are not bad at all. Just a little bit comments over the neon pink. I find that the neon pink is just like slight gliding over on the paper and not sitting quite well, but this is quite a small issue. I feel the core of the color pencils are a bit harder than Prisma, which means that they don't require a lot of sharpenings. But there is one color which is the black, which is a bit softer, and it looks quite similar to the Prisma black. And right now, I'm having fun with all those color intersection with those neon colors. I feel very happy with this set at this moment, and it really goes beyond my expectation. And some people may think that, how about, those children color set? I can use that because maybe I have the skill set, I can use a cheaper color pencils to replace it. But sometimes I feel that it's about some supplies that help you to achieve the result in a better manner. And I think you don't need to spend a lot of money on an expensive set. Just start off with a very decent color pencil set and that don't break your bank. To be honest, if I'm not going to tell you which set is which one, I won't be able to tell the difference.